movement is running on this aspect of our life, that is prayers. Anything and everything can happen with the prayers only. We both have quite good realization for that. Huh? Car accidents while going to LA, praying to Jagannath. Huh? Because prayers, that works a lot. That is one of the process in devotional service, Navavida Bhakti. Vandanam. Vandanam means offering prayers to the Lord and His devotees. So let's see how it works. The first of all, prayers means that we offer our gratitude that whatever we have, that is by the mercy of Guru and Gauranga. So everything starts with the Guru. So the Guru Pana mantra is there. Repeat after me. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. What is the translation?
I offer my respectful obeisances unto my spiritual master, who has opened my eyes, blinded by the darkness of
Which
ignorance,
were blinded by the darkness of ignorance.
which seek out freedom of knowledge.
What it means?
I offer my respectful obeisances to Guru Maharaj, spiritual master.
Why you have to offer?
Because earlier I was blinded by ignorance and now he has opened my eyes.
How?
With the torchlight of knowledge.
Because we don't know actually that we were in the ignorance.
Exactly. That's the point.
He opened the eyes and showed us that what is the light.
And that's why we should be grateful to our spiritual master. And that's why we have to offer pranas, because he's the person who has shown me the path. The next is Pranam Mantra for Rupa Goswami. How many of you really know about Rupa Goswami? What do you know? You just pick it up.
He wrote, he went to Vrindavan by the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to write the scriptures. And he is the first topmost enlightened personality, soul, who was very close to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was guiding all the other Goswamis. That's the only thing I know. You are following his, the Rupa of God, you are following his teaching.
The younger brother of Swami says that he's one of the mandris he's the one who from the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu they found Radhakund and Shyamkund, all the holy places. Okay.
Okay. So this prayer, Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadankitam. Suma Mataji.
When will Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada, who has established within this material world the mission to fulfill the desire of Lord Chaitanya, give me shelter under his lotus feet?
Means what?
When will he give me shelter?
Oh,
Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada.
why you are asking for him? What's the speciality? Why he has to bless you?
He's the intimate associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and if you want to approach him, you need to have some guidance, like how qualifications. Goswami has given us the guidelines and what should be your qualification.
Anything else from this particular translation?
When am I qualified to get this? Is what you are asking. Can we please get it?
Shri Chaitanya Mano Abhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale. He is the person who has established what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to give us. Most essential. He knows us Chaitanya Mano Abhishtam. He knows what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants to give. That's why. Because he knows the mind of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And if you take shelter of him, by his mercy, you will understand what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants from us. That's the real essence of his identity. That he knows what Mahaprabhu has come to give you. Once when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Jagannath Puri, and Rupa Goswami, here they have translated Rupa Goswami Prabhupada. Prabhupada means who has taken shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord. So any devotee who has taken shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord is known as a Prabhupada. That's why Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Thakur is called as a Prabhupada. His Divineness A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhu, also called as a Prabhupada. And Prabhupada used to call one person as a Prabhupada, that is Rupa Goswami. Because we are known as a Rupa Anugas, the followers of Rupa Goswami. Why? Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Abhishta, what he really wanted to give, Ishta, to the living entities, who knows? Rupa Goswami. When Mahaprabhu was staying in Jagannath Puri, he was in really a trance and he was expressing with Divya Bhavas. So no one was able to understand that, especially when he was dancing in front of Jagannath in Rath Yatra. The Rupa Goswami Pad, he wrote down one shloka and he put it on his entrance. And when Mahaprabhu was going from there, he saw that shloka and he called Rupa Goswami and he hugged him, embraced him, and said, "You are the person who really knows what is there in my mind. So now go to Vrindavan and preach about that. Write books. And people will follow you and they will be known as mine." So at least for us Gaudiyas, Rupa Goswami Prabhupada has a very high position. As Prabhuji was mentioning, that he was eternally as a Manjari, Rupa Manjari. Manjaris are those who are helping Sakhis to serve the divine couple, Shri Radha and Krishna. So Rupa Goswami Pad is helping Srimati Radharani and her Sakhis to serve their Lordship. And from them only we can understand what should be the mood of service for divine couple. So generally who are in the Madhurya Bhava, who wanted to get connected with their Lordship, they follow Rupa Goswami. And amongst the Shadagoswamis, actually all the Shadagoswamis, they are different Manjaris in Lord's eternal service. They came in the male body to establish the Vairagya. As explained in Mahaprabhu's glorification, that Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he writes in his Sarvabhauma Shatak, he says that Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yoga Shikshata Evam Purusha Pranama Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sharira Dhari Bhavam Budirha Tamaham Prapadde. I worship that Lord Gauranga who has come to show Vairagya Vidya. And then Nija Bhakti Yoga, his own devotional service. How one can perform his own devotional service? By adopting a Vairagya Vidya. And it is said in Chaitanya Chaitamrita and Chaitanya Bhagavat that Gaurangera Bhaktagana Vairagya Pradhan Yahate Pritahana Gaura Bhagavan. Unless and until you develop Vairagya, renunciation for this material world, it's very difficult to attain the love of God. And by seeing that Vairagya in your heart, Lord Gauranga gets pleased. Getting attached to the Lordship means getting detached from the material world. And as much as you get detached from the material world, that much you can get attached to the Lordship, or vice versa. So what is more important and most important thing for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is that how much you are detached. So whenever somebody used to come from Vrindavan to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri, he used to ask them, Sanatanera Kena Vairagya. What sort of a renunciation that Sanatan Goswami is practicing in Vrindavan? What Mahaprabhu was asking? Nothing else. He was asking about the renunciation. Because that what Lord likes it. And that's what Lord has explained in Bhagavad Gita also. Because through renunciation only you can control your mind. When Arjuna says, oh my Lord, it's really difficult for me to control my mind. And he said, not for you. I know it's really difficult to know. But abhyasena tu kauntena vairagyena cha guhyate. If you constantly practice what? Vairagya, then you can control your mind. And if you will see the lives of all these great acharyas, they have practiced a tremendous vairagya. Who were this Sanatan and Rupa Goswami? Sanatan Goswami was a chief minister, and Rupa Goswami was a finance minister for Nawab in Bengal. And they were very young that time, actually, hardly like a 25 or 23, like that. In that young age, that Nawab gave full responsibility of West Bengal on them. They were running the whole show. But that time they developed such a extreme renunciation for this material world because they got too much attached to Lord Gauranga. To meet these two personalities, Lord Gauranga, all the way he went to the Ramakeli where they were staying. He met them there. And they said, Mahaprabhu, we want to give up everything and take your shirt. He said, okay, go to Vrindavan. They were the first personalities whom Mahaprabhu met, and first meeting he told them that, go to Vrindavan. And they followed. Can you imagine? Just giving up the position of Prime Minister. It's like a next to king and finance minister. They gave up.
Gold coins, it seems.
That time they had 12 million gold coins. And they showed by their own example how that should be distributed. Rupa Goswami Pad, 50% he distributed to all Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. 25% he kept it for the future. That can be used. And 25% he distributed amongst the relatives. The 50% of his quota they have distributed in Vaishnavas and Brahmanas as charity. So from that one should understand that being a Grahastha, how one should utilize his own money. Generally what happened nowadays, people they just wanted to save, and forget about now saving. Just pay, EMI. Huh? Then where is the question of Vaishnava Seva, charity, huh? And giving up? It's not there at all. It's very tough. Unless and until you develop that consciousness, you will not progress in spiritual. Otherwise, just we will do just lip service. Nothing will be there in the heart.
And who don't have money? People are that they don't have money. They
Chant.
also should do.
Just chant. Giving your time is better than the money, you know. You can get money, but can you able to get time back? No. That's the most essential element in the whole world, the whole creation actually. Why?
This time cannot take that.
Ayusha kshana ekopi swarna koti bhirna labhyate. That's what Niti Shastra says. Ayusha kshana ekopi. Even the single moment of your life, you can't get it back by paying millions of dollars. Now dollars are more important than the gold coin. Huh? You can't get it back. And if you that best for the silly things, then no one will be foolish like you then. If you use it properly, you are really dhanavan because you know how to utilize the time. That need to be understood. And Rupa Goswami Pad, by his own lifestyle, he has showed that how one can become dear to Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu, when again they met in Prayag on the Dashashwamedh Ghat, Mahaprabhu delivered him wonderful instruction that you can find in Madhya Leela, Chaitanya Chaitamrita, around 20, 22, 23, 24 chapters, where Mahaprabhu has given the essence of devotional service that should be spread out the universe. And then Rupa Goswami Pad has compiled and composed literatures on that basis. And because of that, we are here. It's all because of Rupa Goswami. Then you should know how much importance we should give it to him. And if you're grateful to him, Mahaprabhu will look at you. And if you are not, forget about Mahaprabhu's mercy. So whoever wants to get the mercy of their Lordship, means ultimately the devotional service, they should be showing their gratitude or gratefulness to Goswami. So this prayer you should by heart. Every day you need to pray. That's why this whole thing is called as a Mangalacharan. If you do this Mangala Acharana, it will create auspiciousness in your life. Then the next verse. Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanavidamsha.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of my spiritual master and of all the other preceptors on the path of devotional service.
That's like a Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yuta Padakamala. So I offer my obeisances to my Guru and all the predecessor acharyas. Shri Yuta Padakamala. Shri Guru Na Vaishnavansha. And prominently who? Sri Rupa.
All the six.
including Sirupa.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Vaishnavas and unto the six Goswamis, including Srila Rupa Goswami, Srila Sanatana
Sri
Goswami,
Rupam Sa Agrajam. That is, Sa Agrajam means his elder brother, Sri Sanatan Goswami.
Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, Jiva Goswami, and their associates.
Hmm.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto Advaita Acharya Prabhu, Sri Nityananda Prabhu, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and all these devotees, headed by Sri Vasa Thakura. I then offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, Srimati Radharani, and all the gopis, headed by Lalita and Rasi.
So this single prayer is prayer to everyone, including their lordship and all the Vaishnavas, Acharyas, and associates of the Lord. Whole thing. And that's why this particular prayer is known as a Mangalacharan. And if you want to check it out how it works, start chanting every day. You feel so much enlivened. So are you going to do that? Huh?
This friend from Parliament saying he will be saying before the lecture.
See, unless and until you show your gratefulness for them, because as Maharaj used to say, only a grateful heart can attract the mercy of their Lordship. If you have gratitude for the Lord, His devotees, He will bless you with the compassionate heart, which is full of love for the Lord, which is abundance of the mercy of their Lordship. And you can see. Actually, I was surprised because on the YouTube I was going through Maharaj's several lectures. So I thought what he does when he goes to corporates, because here he goes mostly in the corporate offices for preaching, and he was at Google, and he started his lecture. Om Ajnanatirvinandasya. It was like
Who's that?
Maharaj. It was surprising because most of the people when they go like a sophisticated, they say that here we have to be a little modernized. The way we should start like this and that. If you want to touch anyone's heart, let them hear prayers, because that prayers makes them comfortable to respond to you, and that itself makes it out how many are really interested to hear you. When they saw your sincerity towards your disciplic succession, your gratitude toward them, then automatically that attracts their heart. Generally, in India, we see that if some child is really paying respect to his parents, automatically the neighborhood, he gets fame. Oh, this guy really good. He really know how to behave with the elders, and people they look at him to get something from him. They become unknowingly receptive to him. So this is what, if you really want, as Mahaprabhu said, Janma sarthaka kari kara paropkar. We are not just doing devotional service for ourselves. We are doing it for everyone. Whoever comes in contact with us, he should get nurtured, he should get cultivated in his devotional service. So it is a moral responsibility. And how to fulfill that responsibility? By attracting the mercy of Lord devotees. And how you can attract Lord's mercy and his devotees' mercy? By praying to them. You are praying. What is prayer means? Approaching someone for your own cause. You are doing it at offices. You are doing it or not. It may be a little bit different way, but doing the same thing for your own purpose. You are going and asking some help from someone. From where that propensity comes? It's natural with us, because we're supposed to pray their Lordship. But rather than praying to him, we are praying so many peoples. As you said, that mantra is worked out. Why? It's a prayer to whom? To Lord. So you got a realization that Lord helps us out in any situation, whatever you may be. So his prayers are for everyone. Whether is that may be a housewife, that may be a working woman, that may be a person who works in a corporate, or a simple brahmachari who stays in a temple just praying to the Lord. So prayer works for everyone. It's not that prayers just work for the people who stays there and then. No, they are for everyone. And for each and every moment and each and every cause, there are different prayers are there. Because that sort of energy you can attract, and that works on. So it's very important. It comforts your mind. It takes in that comfort zone where you can try to understand. Your hearts become receptive for the higher test. Otherwise, it's not possible. The next prayer that is for His Divine Grace, by whose mercy we are here. How many really know about the meaning of proper Praniti? What it means?
Does that start with Guru? I don't know the name.
Wow. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharite Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya. Who is he? I offer my respectful obeisances to him. Who is that? Vishnu Padaya, who has taken shelter at the lotus feet of Vishnu. Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale, who has come to establish Krishna consciousness on this earth. Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami. And who is that? That is Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. See, the name Bhakti Vedanta itself has a great meaning. What is meant by Bhakti Vedanta? The conclusion of Vedic scripture or Vedanta is nothing but Bhakti. And to establish that, who has come, that is Bhakti Vedanta. So when Prabhupada writes and he ends up with the purport of chapter, he writes down, thus ends the purport of this chapter by Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada.
Since the Bhaktivinoda purpose to the chapter, well, Bhagavad Gita.
Why so? Because his purpose that conveys the last or the essence of Vedanta is nothing but devotional service to the Lord. That we have done. And then the next verse it is says that Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Rinata. Oh, sorry, that is for Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshata. What he is doing actually, our spiritual master, servant of a Saraswati Goswami, that is Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami. You are kindly preaching the message of Chaitanya and delivering the Western countries which are filled with impersonalism and voidism. So that's what he has done, and he's still doing it through his books, through his teachings. And next, then prayer to his spiritual master, our great grand spiritual master. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Putale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namine Shri Varshabhanavi Devi. See it. Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Daitaya Kripaptaye. Okay, you repeat after me. Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Daitaya Kripaptaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Aine Prabhave Namaha माधुर्योज्ज्वल प्रेमाढ्य श्रीरूपाणुग भक्तिरा श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते। नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे रूपाणुग विरुद्ध अपसिद्धांत ध्वांत हारिणे। I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, who is very dear to Krishna, having taken shelter as lotus feet. I offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Varshabhanavi Devi Daita Das. That's the another name of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur when he got initiated by Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. The name itself, see, Varshabhanavi Devi Daita Das means who gives the mercy of Varshabhanavi Devi. Who is Varshabhanavi Devi? Srimati Radharani, the daughter of Rishabhana. And how is he? Who is favored by Srimati Radharani, who is ocean of a transcendental mercy and deliverer of the science of Krishna. Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Prabhave Nama. Very effectively, he is giving the science of Krishna consciousness. And then Madhuryojjvala Premadhya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktira Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostate. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, the personified energy of Chaitanya's mercy, who deliver the devotional service which is enriched with the conjugal love of Radha and Krishna, coming exactly in the line of revelation of Srila Rupa Goswami. I offer my respectful obeisance unto you who are personified teachings of Chaitanya. You are the deliverer of the fallen souls. You do not tolerate the statement which is against the teachings of devotional service enunciated by Rupa Goswami. Rupanuga Viruddha Apasiddhanta Dhvanta Hari. He never tolerates if someone is going against the Siddhanta established by Rupa Goswami. And what Rupa Goswami has established? Sri Chaitanya Manobhishna. What Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to establish. Then further there is a prayers for Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. He is considered as an emblem of Vairagya, renunciation. And that's why in his prayer it is said, Namo Gaur Kishoraya Sakshad Vairagya Murtaye Vipralamba Rasambhude Padambhujayate Namah. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, the spiritual master of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who is renunciation personified. And he is always merged in the feeling separation and intense love for Krishna. And then the next prayer is for who is he? Who is he?
He was the Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He's the spiritual master of
See,
Prabhupada.
we are not knowing about the people who are really taking us back.
He's the spiritual master of Prabhupada.
No. He is the one who established the Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then in between he brought back that real message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
See, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is considered as the seventh Goswami. And being a Grasta, how one should live his life as a Vaishnava, that you can learn it from. After Goswamis, you can learn it from the Sachidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He is known as the Sachidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Even though he was a Grahastha, had 5 kids. How many? 5. Sorry, Prabhupada had 5. He had 14 kids. Not 1, 2. 14 kids. On top of that, he had a big responsibility. Who was he in his professional sphere? He was a magistrate, something more than the judge. Because that time, his IS officer was not there. Indian Administration Services. So he has to be judge, he has to be an administrative person. After governor, he was the second person who was taking care of the West Bengal and Odisha. Being a father of 14 kids, being a second person after governor, he wrote 125 books in 5 or 6 different languages. He wrote it in Farsi, he wrote it in English, he wrote it in Sanskrit, he wrote it in Bengali, he wrote it in Sanskrit, in Odia. Do you know who was the first person because of whom you people are learning English in Odisha? That was he. He established schools, the first schools in Odisha. And we say that we don't get a time. We are so busy. Busy with what? Maintaining your own family, nothing else. Look at him. We are not able to even get time to chant our own rounds. Forget about doing something good for others. We struggle. But look at, these are the personalities who had really done something in their life. Not for themselves, but for the whole mankind. So every day morning, if you remember them, do you think you will feel a pressure of whatever work you are doing? Whom we are following this great personality who had created wonders in the world. Can you imagine for that one person, to facilitate one person, British government those days, they put tracks of rail from his office to his house. And they were running a train only with the 2 bogies. One is engine driver and second bogie was for him. Can you imagine the importance that he had in the government area? The British government, rascals who exploited everywhere, but they were giving such importance to this person. And who was he? A great Vaishnava. As per his definition, the Vaishnava means by seeing him, if you remember Krishna, he is a Vaishnava. Or by looking at you, if someone feels lusty, then you have to understand what you are. So the way you dress, the way you present yourself, that creates a great impact in other person's consciousness. Why Prabhupada has given this dress? This dress means people think that this person is sadhu. I don't have to exploit him. They keep deciding, jane do sadhu. But if they find someone in a karmic cloth, they think that, hello yaar, paise wala hai. They change immediately their vision. Like Prabhupada, in one of the purports in the first canto, he writes, shyness is the greatest thing that woman can have. Because of her shyness, she can conquer the world. And that's what today is not there. So they are becoming a slave of lust, someone's exploitation. Because the way you appear, that shows your inner consciousness and that exploits the external consciousness of the person. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, when you can aspiration, the definition he has created for the Vaishnava is that by seeing at you, if someone feels Krishna conscious or someone remembers Krishna, that means that person is a Vaishnava. It's a great thing. You can testify. You can make it up. And when you associate with someone, you really feel surcharged, or you feel like that. Okay, it's really good. That gives some satisfaction of a heart. It never happens with everyone, but you meet a person, and that makes it out whether you are associating with a proper person or not. Because what happens? You can give what you have. You can't give what you don't have. Can you? Like a people whose mind is full of garbage, when they come in contact with you, what you can expect from them? They are overloaded with the garbage. They will give just garbage to you. But people who are with the flowers, if they just pass by to you, you will get a fragrance. Not intentionally they are come to you, but just they are passing by. So same way when the sadhus are great personalities whose heart is really inundated with the love of Godhead, when they just cross by also, that gives a relief for you. Like once when Janak Maharaj was going to the heavenly planets, he just crossed from the hellish planet, and all the living entities were suffering in the hell just by that fragment of association of. They felt relieved from the pains. They were thinking, who is that? That's the glory of our association. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur's life is full of such miracles. If you read that, if you get a time, please read. Because all we are grihasthas and we have our own obligations, family responsibilities, and our own problems. But how to cross that we can learn from these great acharyas. Then the next prayer is for Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, because of whom actually we are able to know the actual birthplace of Lord Chaitanya. And that's why in his prayers he said that Gauravirabhava bhumestvam Nirdeshta Sajjana Priyaha Vaishnava Sarvabhaumaha Shri Jagannathaya Te Namaha. Right?
I offer my respectful obedience to Jagannath Das Babaji, who is respected by the entire Vaishnava community and who discovered the place where Lord Chaitanya appeared.
See whom we are respecting actually. Each and every pair has given one particular quality of that Vaishnava. Like Jagannath Gaur Das Babaji is known for renunciation. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is known for Rupanuga Siddhanta Dhvanta Harine, who has come to smash all the Apasiddhantas against the Siddhanta of Rupa Goswami. What is the peculiarity of Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada? Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Darshana. Impersonalism and voidism. And who especially came to save the people in Western world. And what is the peculiarity of Rupa Goswami Pad? Sri Chaitanya Vanavadvishta. See, be familiar with these words, Sanskrit words, because that creates a lot of energy. Each and every word of a Devanagari Lipi has its own potency, and that works. Now they have started with this therapy, and they are earning in millions by giving this mantra therapy, chanting different mantras for the different diseases. It's being a big market in USA now. So how we are blessed with that knowledge, and we are keeping it aside, and we are trying to, huh?
We're trying to learn other languages like English, French.
These people are teaching me everything.
And even we are speaking in English.
Yeah.
Convey this message to glory of
Because India doesn't have one language, so many, everybody's fighting.
fighting. Nobody is fighting.
Yeah, that's Spanish. Many languages are there.
See, the thing is that this Sanskrit words, they have their own potencies, and it really creates a favorable environment to nourish our consciousness. Then, after Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, why we have to offer pranams to Vaishnavas, that has explained in the next verse. And which one is that? Vancha kalpa tarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They are just like desired trees who can fulfill the desires of everyone, and they are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls.
Sometimes we say, I'm Vaishnava. Do we possess these qualities? Huh? Do we have?
We cannot fulfill desires.
At last line is simply give the compassion of fallen souls. And recently I heard Prabhu, one devotee went to Prabhupada, it seems, saying that I felt so much compassionate for that fallen soul at that time like that. Why not all the time? Prabhupada says, why not all the time? That's why I have come to save you all. Why not you have for all the time like that? So Prabhupada, when even he was some neck, till his neck, he was paralyzed, it seems. At that time also he was compassionate to all of us. He asked that, he was lying down on devotee, asked it seems, that Prabhupada, you are not all that feeling well. Why are you taking this much burden for us? Then Prabhupada asked that, then who will take care of you? Like that, Prabhupada asked it seems. So even at that time he was compassionate. And
Vaishnava means
Who can fulfill the desires.
who has a compassion on others. Vaishnava jana to tene kahiye jo peed par aayi jane hai, who knows the sufferings of others. Only a compassionate person can know that. Otherwise, para dukha sukhi. Our tendency is that like someone is in trouble. Oh, look at him, huh? We're so happy with that. Huh?
I don't like
What?
somebody.
Okay, somebody is good.
No, if somebody's in trouble.
Why? Because you are in trouble?
I'm sorry, what is that? You don't like?
No, I don't like that, but it makes me depressed when I see somebody in trouble or anything, and
That's not a symptom of a compassion that you get depressed because of that.
no, I don't like.
Becoming compassionate means trying to get them out of that situation. That's called as a compassion. That's good feeling that someone is in trouble. Oh, he's in trouble. But what you can do for him? Do you have any solution for that? Are you working for that? That is what? Fulfilling the desires of others.
But coming to a point, one of the sloka, I think it is, we should not lament on the death of the living. Somebody should, don't lament on the death of the living. So don't feel sad for somebody who's like, in some problems or situations.
By seeing if you are getting depressed, you are losing your consciousness.
No, to do something about that.
What? What you
Go
can
and
do?
help them. Go and help them.
Janma sarthaka kari kara pura upakar. First, perfect your life. Be strong enough to take care of yourself and then give a helping hand. Here we are drowning and we are pulling others also. making worse situation, creating a worse situation for that person.
It's surrender.
So need to be worked on that. It's very essential. See, that's what these prayers they are conveying us. And if you remember them every day, automatically you try to develop on this. And if you don't read at all, once in a week or once in a while, when you come for someone's Prabhupada's appearance or disappearance day comes in a once in a year, you come for the Pushpanjali. That time also, half of the time we don't pay attention what he is saying. That's not the way of showing our gratitude. Huh? It should be happen every day. You feel compassionate at every time, every moment, not for the one particular moment. All the great personalities you see, they have that tremendous compassion for the living entities. Now, who is the source of this compassion? Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha.
O most magnificent incarnation, you are Krishna himself appearing as Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You have assumed the golden color of Srimati Radharani, and you are widely distributing pure love of Krishna. We offer our respectful obeisances unto you.
Here the real identity of Gauranga Mahaprabhu has to be. Who is he and why he has come? What is his mission? If anybody asks you who is Mahaprabhu, then this one verse is sufficient to tell about who is Mahaprabhu. Think so?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Then the next verse is most magnificent, because there is a prayer for Lord and his associates. And what is that? Panchatattvaatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam.
I open my obeisances unto Krishna, who is not different from his energy as a devotee. Devotional incarnation, devotional manifestation, pure devotee, the devotional energy.
Whose identity is this? Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabho Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Why we have to glorify them? That is explained in this verse. Who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam. He is a Krishna in 5 different features. What are they? Sri Chaitanya. That is, who is not different from the 5 features of the as a devotee. Mahaprabhu came as a devotee. Huh? Then, who is that? Lord Nityananda. Then, Lord Advaita Acharya. Then, that is Sri Radharani. But in Mahaprabhu's pastime, she came as a Gadadhar. So Gadadhar Pandit is none other than the Srimati Radharani. And that's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he used to worship Gaura Gadadhar, Lord Gauranga and Gadadhar Prabhu as Radha and Krishna. And then Advaita Acharya. Sorry, devotional energy is Narada. Devarshi Narada, that is Shiva's Thakur. Bhakti Shakti. The Bhakti Shakti Avesh avatar is Narada. So devotional energy is Shiva's Thakur, who is none other than Narada. So, did you know about this when you chant this Panchatattva mantra?
Yeah. I know the fun names, but
Don't know their identities.
yes, but Gadadhar, I
Say yes or not. No. If you know and pray, it gives a tremendous impact on your heart. Because you know what you are praying for, whom you are praying to, and what things can you get by that, then you will realize. That's important. It will work, but it will work more when you know what you are praying for. It gives impact. Huh? When the child is crying, if you don't know why he's crying, what you are going to do for him? If that child says, "Mama, my stomach is paining," so you will work on his stomach, that specific thing. So when you pray to the Lord, He knows what is your problem, but you should also know what is your problem. You are praying for something else, and you are having something else, and you will claim that Lord is not hearing my prayers. It happens or not? We want to hear Vairagya and we pray for the child. Lord is going to give you. He will give you such a child that He will create Vairagya in your heart. So first think about what you want, choose it, and then pray to the Lord. He answers. Otherwise, we do the worst thing, that we pray, and then say, nothing is working, He's not listening to me. Why he has to listen? He knows what is your problem, but you are not asking for that problem. You are asking for something else. How He can give it to you then? Because He's a father. Father knows what I have to give it to Him. He will not, if you keep nagging, He'll give a slap. And that's what Krishna does actually. He does it or not? Huh?
But probably they say God never punishes the wicked nor rewards the virtuous. It is what you're doing. Does God reward us like if we ask for something and we get it? That means God is
If you
rewarding us.
deserve, He will give you. If you desire but don't deserve, He will not give. So He will make arrangement that you should deserve this. And then He fulfills your desire. That's why sometimes people they say, how much we desire to render devotional service, but we don't get a chance. Be qualified to render service first. And how to be qualified? Be grateful to the people. When you start becoming grateful, then that attracts the mercy. Mercy means what? Service. Then you will be able to get service to the Lord. Like Lokanath Goswami, he was the spiritual master of Narottam Das Thakur. And Narottam Das Thakur wanted to take initiation from him. But Lokanath Goswami was very reluctant. He said, I don't want to have a disciples. I'm happy with my services. I don't want anything. Then Narottam Das Thakur, what he did, Lokanath Goswami, every day he used to go for Pratavidhi, for morning Shaucha. After going there, when he used to come back, Narottam Das Thakur used to go there and he used to clean that place. Every day without fail. And who was Narottam Das Thakur? He was a prince. His father was Krishnadev Datta of Bengal. And he was a king of a particular region there. And he is a prince. And what he is doing? just to attract the attention of Lokanath Goswami. Lokanath Goswami was wondering, yesterday I came here, it was a filthy place, and now who has cleaned it up? And then he realized it was Narottam Das. He asked her, what you are doing? For what reason? So to attract attention for the Lord and his devotees, what do you have to do? He cleaned servants. That also if you pray for them. So prayers are the real instrument to approach the Lord. Then in the next prayers, that's the prayer for now, Lord Krishna. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute.
Oh, my dear Krishna, ocean of mercy, you are the friend of the distressed and the source of creation. You are the master of the cowherd and the lover of the gopis, especially Radharani. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you.
So that's the glorification of their Lordship. How they have done it? Showed the compassionate nature of the Lord. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu, you are Karuna Sindhu. And whom you hear first?
Distressed.
Deenabandho. What do you call Jagannath?
Dinabandhu Vaitari.
Who is Jagannath?
Vishnu itself.
He is a Deenabandhu. Who are really consider themselves lowly. He is Bandhu. He is not just friend. He consider them as a family member. Bandhu means whom you consider as one of your family. See, friend in English is a common word actually. You can call anyone as a friend. But Sanskrit has a varieties of words for that. Like Mitra. Mitra means social friend. I know him. Bandhu means I know him so much so that he is like my family member. Then Sakha means without him I can't go anywhere, you know. He's that close to me. That is Sakha. Wherever you go, you need him. Hey man, chill, let's go. I can't stay without you. And then Surut. Surut means who is next to my heart. And that's why Lord says, Sudham Surudam Sarva Bhutana. Yatmamam Shantim Rishati. If you know that I am your Surut, I'm just sitting in your heart next to you, I'm so attached to you, then you get real peace of the life. And we wander around to find a peace. But unless and until we realize that Lord is my really well-wisher and friend, you will not get peace anywhere else. Can you? No. And that's why it says, Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu, Deenabandho Jagatpate, Gopesha, Gopika Kanta, and Radha Kanta Namaste. See, these words are more attractive for the Lord. When you say Gopesh, immediately Lord looks at you. Why? Because he's too attached to cows. And who takes care of cows? Go! As soon as you say go, Krishna is wondering here and there, who is that? Because he's going to know either he will call me as a Govind, he will call me as a Gopesh. And then most lucrative word for the Lord is Gopika Kanta. Who is he? Kanta means Swami. Swami of whom? Gopis. Gopinath. Gopijana Vallabha. As you utter these words, you have conquered the Lord. And when you say Radha Kanta, yeah, you have enslaved him. He has become slave for you. He's that attached to Srimati Radha.
I went into one of the songs. एक बार राधा को रिन्यू हो रहा है.
Renew hai Murari.
Yeah, it's such a nice word.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Renew means he becomes indebted to you.
They say
He
one
said,
time
I
Radha-
can't pay your
Jews.
dues, you know.
They say one time Radha.
As you say Ra, he desperately looks here and there, and he just, until you say Bha, he comes and embraces you. That's the attraction he has for the word Ra.
So Prabhuji, Radharani also told us is a supreme power, right? Krishna is the utilizer and Radharani is the real power, right? Is it so?
If you go to Vrindavan, they said, we don't know this steady tongue wala. Our Brajeshwari is Srimati Radharani. Whose order goes here? We follow her. We don't know that black boy. Even Raghunath Das Goswami says, if she is not next to you, I don't have any interest in you. I don't care who are you. The Lord's life becomes meaningless without his devotees. भक्त नहीं तो भगवान कहाँ से होंगे? Then the next prayer, that is Sambandha Adi Deva Pranam. Sambandha means who establishes our relationship with the Lord. And who is the deity for that? Radha Madan Mohan, the dearmost deities of Sanatan Goswami Pad. And Sanatan Goswami Pad is known as a Sambandha Acharya, who has shown us our relationship with the Lord. Jayatam Surutar Pangar Mama Manda Matir Gati Mat Sarvasva Padam Bhojo Irada Madana Mohanam. What's the translation?
Glory to all the mercies of Radha.
Can you hear that? What she said?
No.
Glory to all the merciful Radha and Madana Mohana. I am named and ill-advised, yet they are my directors, and their lotus feet for everything to do.
They have called here all merciful Sri Radha and Madana Mohana. So, if you want to get established in your relationship with the Lord, you have to get rid of the other relations in this material world, especially created by Madana. Madana means Cupid. And what he has created relationship? Sri Pumsa Maithuni Bhava Deika. That's the great attraction as created by Madana, Cupid. And who attracts that Madan? That is Madan Mohan. And who attracts this Madan Mohan is Srimati Radha. Madana Mohan Mohini. Govinda Nandini Radha. Who gives pleasure to Lord Govinda. Who gives pleasure to everyone's senses? Who gives pleasure to him? Srimati Radha. And that's why lords get enslaved when you call up the name of Srimati Radha. And here, because we are lame and we are ill-advised by the Cupid, and that's why we try to establish our relationship intimate with the husband or wife or girlfriend or boyfriend, because we are ill-advised. We don't know who is our real master. And then who is that? That is Madan Mohan. That is our relationship with the Lord. So Madan Mohan, if you worship him, he establishes your relationship. Then what is that relationship? That is explained in the next one. That is Abhideya Pranam. Who is that person whom you have to achieve for? Whom you have to look for actually? Divyad Vrindaranya Drumadaha Srimad Ratnagara Simhasanasto Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devo Drishtali Sevyamano Smarami.
In a temple of jewels in Vrindavana, underneath a desire tree, Sri Sri Radha Govinda, served by their most confidential associates, sit upon an effulgent throne. I offer my most humble obeisances unto them.
This is what our Abhideya we are longing for. What? To see that divine couple sitting on the throne and served by their associates. And to become their servant is our goal of life. Then, how to achieve that? For Abhideva Acharya is Rupa Goswami Pad, and his worshipable deity is Radha Govinda Dev. And their pranam mantra is this. Shriman Rasarasarambhe Vamsivata Tatasthitaha Karshan Venor Swaner Gopi Gopinath Shriyestunaha.
Sri Srila Gopinatha, who originated the transcendental willow of the Rasa dance, stands on the shore in Vamsivada and attracts the attention of the cowherd damsels with the sound of his celebrated flute. May they all confer upon us their benediction.
So this is at the ultimate goal of our life. To get attracted to that person who attracts everyone's heart. How? By playing his flute. And then come prayers to the most benevolent and beloved Radha, Srimati Radha. Prayojanacharya. Who is that? Raghunath Das Goswami. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye.
I offer my respect to Radharani, whose bodily complexion is like molten gold and who is the queen of Vrindavan. You are the daughter of King Vishwavanu, and you are very dear to Lord Krishna.
And the next prayer goes to Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is always accompanied by his plenary expansion, Sri Nityananda Prabhu. His incarnation, Sri Advaita Prabhu. His eternal potency, Sri Gadadhara Prabhu. and his marginal potencies, Srivasa Prabhu. He is in the midst of them as the Supreme Personality of God.
That's the revelation of Panchatattva mantra. If you chant this mantra, it's said that you will get rid of Namaprad. Namaprad. And that's why before chanting the holy name of the Lordship, we chant this mantra. We remember these great personalities by whose mercy we will getting taste in chanting the holy name. Okay. And the next prayer. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. To develop taste in this mantra, you have to chant all other.
All of the 60 mantras.
All the ones now.
So when you pray, then you will get taste in chanting this. Why we are not getting taste now? Because we are not praying to the people who have tested that. Generally, when you go for the marketing, what do you do?
What kind of?
Anything you want to buy it. Now there is a sale. Who has gone there? They will tell you more. Hey, go to Costco. Actually, there are these things are there. They are more easy to get it.
Find something in Amazon and see the reviews. Right?
Ah.
And then they will increase the price. Based on the review, they will increase the price.
So we have to see the reviews of these great personalities about the holy name of the Lord. And if you pray to them, definitely you are going to get that. What you deserve, not want. What you want, you never get. What you deserve, you get in this world. So don't get stuck away or discouraged when you don't get what you want. But if you become grateful that Lord has given me this, whatever I deserve, you become more qualified to get something else. So, are you going to chant this prayers every day?
I will learn it from the verse because my pronunciation is not good.
Read it.
Read it.
Keep
Audio
reading.
version of also because I can go with audio.
Yeah, audio version is. It's needed.
So before the whole chanting, one time read all the prayers, then on every
Yes.
round chant.
Every round you do it, you will get more taste in the chanting. That depends upon. See, I appreciate one thing with her. She has such a wonderful childish nature. She don't care about what other will think. This is my inquiry. I have to get it clear. That is the one very good quality of a person who hears. Generally, people what they do, they hear and they. समझ में नहीं आया जाने दो यार.
Sometimes they feel shy also, right? But Mataji never did.
Why you have to shy? You are shy because you are egoistic. Egoists come. Hey, if I ask what they will say about, who cares, man? I'm asking about for me. It's not clear for me, and I have to get it clear. If I want to progress, I have to ask. When you have missed the path, what you will do? You keep going. If you are doubtful, hey, I think I have taken the wrong turn. What you will do? You will stop and ask someone. Or okay, go on. At least I will reach. How you can reach? How you can reach? So when you make an inquiry, that's a good symptom of a learner. Tomorrow we'll discuss on that. Actually, I'm speaking on that only tomorrow. What are the qualities of a Shrota and what are the qualities of Vakta? Who, the speaker and the people who hear that. Because as previously last 2 Sundays we have heard about the glories of Shravanam, glories of Kirtanam. Now how to do that? What's the proper way of doing that? what one should avoid and what one should cultivate to practice this hearing and chanting that we will discuss tomorrow. So, yes, Prabhu.
Why do they obeisances on, like, if the beach is on the
Left side, no? As per the Agamas and Vedic system of worship, Vaishnavas, they keep their lordship on their left hand side. Shaivas, when they offer pranams to Lord Shiva, they offer straight. Generally, you should offer straight pranams to Guru and Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva is Adi Guru because he's the expansion of Sankarsana. So you should offer straight obeisances to your spiritual master and Lord Shiva. For Ganesha and Lakshmi, that doesn't matter how you offer pranams, but at least you should offer pranams. And generally in Vaishnava temples, what happens? Exactly opposite to their lordship, you will find Garuda. Everywhere. You go South India, everywhere they have a Dvajastambha and next to that, Garuda. So generally, to avoid showing their feet to Lord Garuda, they offer pranams from left hand side, because on the left hand side you will see always you have a seniors on your left. So when you sit for the puja, where wife sits?
Right side. Right
The
side.
right
Right side. She's sitting right side.
How many times you have sat for puja with her? Huh?
so the left one is the left is senior than the right.
Right, the right is the right six.
Right. So that's why the left is
What?
senior.
Like in marriage also, she sits there.
Right side of the husband. You sat left.
I think right.
Why? She's always right.
She's always
And you are her left, because left part of the brain works.
and even the heart is on left side, right?
Yes. So the most important thing in our life is on left. Lord resides on the left. So we keep their lordship on our left side and offer pranams. There's one book called Kyon. Uh, that is a compilation of all smritis and niti shastras about our day-to-day work, why we do this. It's published by Gita Press, Gorakhpur. It's a really wonderful book because a lot of questions that your kids they ask, they are answered there. Because you are spellbound when they ask. Like my child, she just went to Vrindavan last week, and from there she called me up. पिताजी, Krishna मेरे साथ बात क्यों नहीं कर रहा है? What should I tell her now? I'm talking so much to him, but he is not talking to me. Bhagu is not at all talking to me. Why? I said, you have to keep quiet, then he talks. Because when you keep talking, you're not able to hear his voice. So if you want to hear his voice, you need to be calm and cool. Then only that inner voice, you can hear it. And that's what Lord says actually. I'm always talking to you, but you're not able to pay attention to it. So what she had started doing now, before going to bed, she is praying that Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya. I said, why this one? Devaki Nandanaya, no. He's the son of Devaki. If I talk to mother, then he will talk. Just 3 years child. And from where they got this brain?
If I talk to mother,
If I become familiar to mother, then that child will develop faith in you, na? Because, oh, he is familiar with my mother, so I can relate now.
How did she know that?
That's so
This is how it was. You can sometimes learn from them. Like 2 years back, when we were in Vrindavan, it was a winter and we went to the market to buy something like monkey caps and all warm clothes. So we brought everything, and after bringing it, we keep it for the Lord first. So we kept it and then took it out and gave to my wife, my daughter. She looked at that and he said, "Pitaji, Bhaggu ka cap kidhar hai?"
Oh,
And it was like a,
oh my God.
what should I give her answer? I said, no, abhi lana hai. That's it. Like 8:30 at night, we came home and generally 8, 8 o'clock when everything gets closed. So now I want it now. All the way back into the market we went, and luckily that shop was open. We were just closing it now. She got it and she said, now it's where it comes. Sometimes we take details casually, okay. We need it now. But she said, what about them? I'm putting it, so what about them? So it's so natural when your consciousness is clear. You think about that. That's why one should have a childlike heart. Child never differentiates. Whoever feels cozy and comfortable, they go immediately to them. They don't have any grudges or anything with their heart. For them, they are equal. So if you have that heart, you will attract Lord's mercy.
Now in the temple, but we're all doing. I see others also, but they're doing pranam to Prabhupada in this left side. But they should be
Yeah,
front.
but they should do front, but altar is open. How you can do that? Then your feet towards Lord.
Yeah. So
That is also an offense if you show your feet to the Lord. So generally to avoid that, mostly in Sri Vaishnavas, they offer pranam outside the temple only near Dvajastambha. Because inside the temple, everywhere they have installed different deities of gods, demigods, acharyas. So there is again
again you will be.
the chances of showing our feet to them, then again offense. Oh,
It's okay. It's okay.
okay. Anything else? I have not spoke what I was supposed to speak it, but because I was thinking that these prayers are very essential. So from next time, whenever we start our program, we will start with this Mangalacharan. So be prepared that next time you will not have your books or mobiles in hands while praying. You should memorize. I'm giving you 7 days. 2 shlokas a day. That goes 14. And already you know 2. Panchatattva and Mahamantra. So 2 shlokas a day is not a big deal. You can make it. Huh? Can you?
When we offer boga, how
See, first get done the Achman. Achman is meant to clean ourselves. With the water, we clean this body. And with the name, we clean our consciousness. Because whenever you chant the name of Lord Vishnu, Sabhaya Abhyantara Suchihi, it cleans you from in and out. So first of all, you should have a Achman Patra.
The one.
This one.
Yeah.
Huh? You should have a sanctified water. A clear, clean water which is not used for anything else. Mostly potable water that you can drink. Put a tulsi leaves in there. One tulsi leaf. So if you don't have a Ganges water, so tulsi will take care of that. Whatever in place you put a tulsi, that becomes purified. Tulasi means you can't compare that thing with anything. Tulana na asti. You can't compare with that or with her. That is Tulsi. So that water becomes purified. So then get done the Achman. First is Keshavanam. And when you do Achman, you should drink it from this. This is called as a Brahma Tirtha. Generally, people they drink like this. That's not good actually. Because from water here that goes to Pitaras. So we are doing it for the our purification. So it should be done from the Brahma Tirtha. So when you take water in hand, immediately you should say Keshavaya Namah. Because when you chant the name of Lord, water gets empowered or energized. Just few years back, Japanese, they have worked it out. They have seen when you chant mantras, water molecule forms beautiful shapes. And when you create chaos, the water molecules, they're differently shattered. They don't have a regular shape. So when you chant the mantra, that water gets energized because 70% of our body is full of water, made up of water. So purify this. When you take this water, which is surcharged with the Lord's name, that makes you and brings you at the mode of goodness. So first one is Keshavaya Namah. Because you have touched your lips to that, so you have to clean your hand. So you clean it. Then again, Madhavaya Namah. This one, Narayanamaya Namah, and then Madhavaya Namah. Like 3 times you take water. Then again, wash your both hands. Take some water in the right hand. Put it on the head. Govindaya Namah. And Om Pavitro Pavitro Va Sarvavasthan Gato Piva. Yat Smared Pundari Kaksha Sabhaya Abhyantar Suchi. So this is how you have purified yourself. Now, purifying the bhoga that you are going to offer.
So before offering bhoga, you have to purify yourself.
Where do we get that? So, I mean, this set of the long one. Now, where do we
You buy that book's practical guide for Krishna consciousness. Everything is given there. On net, you can find it.
Even in the
Books.
Vaishnava etiquette and then that.
From next time, I'm starting that also. After finishing this nectar of instruction, we'll start with the Vaishnava etiquette because these are the regular things we should know about if you want to progress in spiritual life. Because what are the minute things can create hurdle in your spiritual life? That we'll discuss. So after that, what you have to do, take a water in the hand and prokshanam they call it. Like this, you have to sprinkle it on the plate, all the ingredients. Then put tulsi patra in each ingredients. And then place it in front of the Lord. Then take a bell in your hand and start chanting 3 mantras. One is Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishna. First is your spiritual master's pranam mantra. Or if you are not accepted spiritual master, Prabhupada pranam mantra that you start with. Prabhupada pranam mantra. If you have a spiritual master, for spiritual master, then Prabhupada pranam mantra. Then Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishanam. And Gaurang Mahaprabhu. And then Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmanya Hitaya Cha Jagat Hitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo. 3 times you offer it, then wait for a 5 minutes, let Lord honor that thing, and then you take it out. Again, ring the bell, clap, and take it out.
What should we think for a mind will be? It might be doing something, and what should we think was doing?
This whole procedure is in that book too. Which is that
Yeah.
book? What is that called?
Practical guide for Krishna consciousness.
Our mind will be wandering like the boat.
Yeah, you just think about how Lord is eating prasad. Just meditate on that. And if you can't, then there is a one song which is called as a Bhogarti. Bhaja Bhakata Vatsala Shri Gaurari Shri Gaurahari Soy Goshti Bihari Nanda Yashomati Chittahari. He is a Chittahari. He will take care of mind. And then nice explanation is there. How Lord is eating different prasad. Open that, we'll read that. That's Bhaja Bhakata. It starts with the Bhaja Bhakata also. The Vaishnava songs index. Go to B and you will find the first song itself. Bhaja Bhakata Vats. Often. Bhaja Bhakata Vatsala Shri Garari. Bhakata Vatsala Shri Garari. Shri Gaurahari Soi Goshta Bihari. Shri Gaurahari Soi Goshta Bihari. Nanda Yashomati Chetari. Nanda Yashomati Chetari. Hilla holo damodara aise kona. Hilla holo damodara aise kona. Bhoga mandire bora ho bhojana. So when you are kept bhoga for the Lord, you are meditating on what Lord is doing. He is sitting in the bhoga mandir and he is taking prasad, taking bhoga. He is off. Nanderani deshe base giri varadhari. Nanderani deshe base giri varadhari. Baladeva sahasaka base sari sari. Next to Nanda Baba, who is sitting? Girivaradhari. Huh? And Baladeva Sahasaka Baise Sari Sari. All the friends with Balaramji, they are also sitting there. So whenever Lord takes prasad, he never takes alone. He is always with his associates. Shukta Shakadi Bhaji Nalita Kushmanda. Shukta Shakadi Bhaji Nalita Kushmanda. Dali dalna dugda tumbi daddi mocha khanda. Dali dalna dugda tumbi daddi mocha khanda. So what are the ingredients are there? Shukta, Shaka, Adi Bhaji. So all green vegetables are there. Some dry vegetables are there. Shukta. Then Nalita Kushmanda. Kushmanda means pumpkin. Then Dali, then Dalna, Dugdha, and Tumbi Mocha Khanda. Mudga Bora Masha Bora Roti Ka Gritanna. Bora Masha Bora Roti Ka Gritanna. Shushkoli Pishtaka Khira Puli Payasanna. Shushkoli Pishtaka Khira Puli Payasanna. Amrita Keli Ramba Khira Sara. Amrita Keli Ramba Khira Sara. Amrita Rasala Amla Dvadasha Prakara. Amrita Rasala Amla Dadasha Prakara. Luchi Chinni Sarapuri Ladu Rasavali. Luchi Chinni Sarapuri Ladu Rasavali. Bhojana Korena Krishna Hoye Kutuhali. Bhojana Korena Krishna Hoye Kutuhali. Radhikara Pakkanna Vivida Vyanjana. Paramanande Krishna Korena Bhojana. So what are the ingredients I mentioned above, all they are cooked by whom? Srimati Radha. So whenever you do cooking, before starting you should pray to Srimati Radha. Then whatever you come, that becomes fabulous. Try it out. Give a try. No one will complain about what you are cooking. But whenever you think that you are cooking, there will be mess. Because that's the department of Srimati Radharani. Yeah. Because she is the one who really cooks for the Lord. No one else. And when she cooks, Trupta hoye Krishna khaye Korona bhoshan. Lord becomes satisfied to eat them. Bhojanante piye Krishna subhasita bari. Bhojanante priye Krishna subhasita bari. Sabe mukha prakhaloya hoye sari sari. How to honor Prasad and what you have to do after honoring Prasad. That is also explained. You have to wash your mouth. Generally, people they eat. That's not the way. Tissue paper culture. Huh? Hastamukha prakhaliya jata sakha gane. Anande vishrama kore bala devasane. So after lunch, you should take a nap. That was explained here. That after having Rajabhog, Lord is taking rest. Jambula rasala nitambula masala. Taha khe Krishna Chandra sukhe nidra gela. After eating such a heavy and rich food, definitely you are going to get acidity. So to retaliate that, what they eat? Tambul. Tambula is pan. The panda they eat, na? So that is tambul. So if you take tambul, automatically that helps for your digestion. That never increases acid in the body. Vishalakasi pucha chamaradulaya. Vishalakasi pucha chamaradu. Apurva shayyaya Krishna sukhe nidrajaya. So which offering chamar to the Lord? Vishalaksha and Shiki Pucha. These are the two friends of Lord who are fanning their Lordship. And Apurva Shayyaya Krishna Sukhe Nidrajaya. And then Lord sleeps nicely. Yashomati Ajnape Dhanishtanito. Ajnape Dhanishtanito. Sri Krishna Prasada Radha. Bhunje hoye prito. Sri Krishna Prasada Radha. Bhunje hoye prito. What it means? When Yashomati Maya, she asked Dhanishta. Dhanishta is one of the Manjaris who does this service of taking out the Lord's remnant. So she collects the plate by the order of Mother Yashoda. And who eats that then? Bhunje hoye prito, with a love, with so much of love. Srimati Radharani eats that Mahaprasad. So how to take and honor the prasad? Prito, with love. Because it is offered to Lord, Lord has satisfied He has eaten that, and that's his remnant. So it's like a Mahaprasad. So how to honor that Mahaprasad? With so much of love. It's not that whenever you take prasad, at least in a temple, you should not waste anything. And whenever you offer it at home also, you should not waste it. Make sure that that much quantity you should give to kids, or that much you should take, that you should not waste that. Because it's Lord's prasad. And if you waste the Lord's mercy, you're not going to get it again. Because Lord thinks that you're not qualified to get that mercy. So one has to be very careful while honoring prasad. Then Lalita de Sakhi Ganavashesh Paya Mane Mane Sukhe Radha Krishna Gunagaya. When Radharani takes prasadam, then Lalita and Vishaka, they takes the remnants. Avashesha Paya. And when you have that avashesha, how to make it out whether you have taken a food or whether you have taken a prasad? How you can make it out?
So Radharani take the prasadam or whatever the remains, whatever is made and whatever remains.
That's the way. Wife should honor whatever left over from the husband's plate. Previously, they used to have only one plate at home for husband and wife. She used to serve and then she used to take. Because of that, that increases love for the husband, respect for him. Today, बना के रखा है, ले लेना फ्रिज में, गरम कर लेना ओवन में. Why? I'm busy with chatting on a mobile, laptop. They don't have a time. So the way you honor prasadam is very important. We have seen there was no divorce in the last to last generation because they followed the culture. Still, I have seen one couple, Uriya couple actually. In temple, he was a temple president. Everyone used to sit in the line and take prasad. And after taking prasad, he used to get up and go to wash his plate. And his wife was a doctor. She was a MD. Whenever he used to get up from there, then she used to go, take that plate, and somebody used to serve her in that same plate. Then she used to honor, wash the plate, and keep it in his office.
Mysore temple president also like that. We'll have the chapati and everything, and when we will leave something, his wife will come. She will have only in that plate.
Yes, so that's the way that increases love between. Because as per the Dharma Shastra, one should not see his wife while eating. That reduces love for her. You try it out. Why you are not loving that much to your wife? Because you see how she eats.
Throw one plate away from
Prabhu, then your chance plate will be going for your
See, these are the cultural aspects which keeps you together. And shown by whom? The most divine couple. Not by any mundane person. Shown by their Lordship himself. Need to be understood. That shows you should have a joint family who can take care of you. Who is bringing the plate? After Mother Yashoda's order, someone else is taking the plate. That means the house should be filled with the mother, with your parents and everything. So then you will have a real joy of your life. Otherwise, what your kids are going to get it? They will become isolated. In their career also, they can't compete them. They get frustrated, they will commit suicide. Rather than absorbing and retaliating with the problems, they will react in a totally different way. Because they become like a center of your house and you are doing everything for them. So they wanted that everywhere they should become a center. Is it possible in this world that wherever you go, that you will become a center of attraction? So when you deal with your kids, you should be very, 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 very sensitive. That if he has to stand in the society, he should face all the negativity as well as the positivity, and he should face the problems. Don't make them handicapped. Let them use their own intelligence. Give them freedom. Because in Mahabharata story is there that when Nakula he went to the forest, he saw that there is one cow and she is licking that calf so much that calf started bleeding. And then he came back and Yudhishthira asked him what you have seen. He said, I have seen this thing. He said, yes, Kali Yuga is going to start very soon. And he said, why is it so? Because parents, they will love their kids so much that kids will get spoiled. And that's what happening. You are ready to fulfill their all and every desire, which is not they are meant for. If you do like that, they will not struggle in their life then. When the time comes to really struggle to achieve something, they will be back. And that time they will curse you. Why my parent has not trained me like that? So need to be very careful. See, these are the aspects that we don't get to learn it. I'm planning to have one seminar on Vedic parenting. If you people are interested, then I can we'll have it on one of the weekends. The parents and would-be parents, they should know that what we are looking for. It's all based on our Duyya Sutras like Yajnavalkya Parashara, then Chanakya's Niti Shastra, and other Niti Shastras, because it's very essential nowadays. Otherwise, I have to lament. And then in the last line, what's the food and prasada? See, in the last line, what they have said. When Lalita and Vishalkha, they got this avashesha, then what happened? Mane mane sukhe radha Krishna gunakaya. Automatically in your mind, you will start thinking about Radha and Krishna. That means it will purify you and will make you think about the Lord. So when you take prasad, this is what's going to happen to you. When you have a food, you will say, hey, oil isme jada hai. Ye bahut salty hai. It's so spicy, you know. What do you have cooked? Man, whatever it may be, Lord has honored it. So just shut your mouth and have it. Once Giriraj Maharaj was telling it, he went with Prabhupada somewhere for prasada, and it was really spicy. And all these foreigners, they can't. Somebody just spoke it out that it's too spicy in this. After a prasadam, Giriraj Maharaj asked Prabhupada, you never commented anything on that. He said, while honoring prasadam, don't criticize prasad. That's Lord's mercy. The way it has come, you accept it. Tomorrow you can tell about yesterday's prasad. What was the problem? No, not today. Today you should honor, respect. And he said, I followed it till date. One of his personals, Navakishore Prabhu, was telling that. Because we were having once I got a sick, and he said, I will make a soup for you. Okay. So he made it. I had it, and it was like a back and forth, running around. Because he made a palak juice, he took palak, grind it in a mixture, just drop some water, and he said, drink it now. That is his soup. He never cooked actually. I said, this is what he gave to your spiritual master or what? Because he was Maharaj's personal cook also. Whenever Maharaj used to travel in India, he used to go around with the He was from Mauritius and born and brought up in a very wealthy family who never knew that what actually they do in kitchen. Everything used to just come on the dining hall. She made it. Then he said, tomorrow we'll meet. He make a soup of potato. Had it again, same problem. How you can make soup of potatoes? Grind it, put the boil water, and give it. Have it. So you need to be. And then I told him that, man, what you're doing actually. Then he told me about this story. You should not complain.
Oh my.
He has a love for still.
But don't know how to express that. So one has to be very careful actually. See, these are the my very small things, but they gave a really great impact on your spiritual life. Because as you advance, all minor things they become mountain for you because you realize the importance of that thing. And then Bhakti Vinod Thakur says, Hari Lila Ekamatra Jahara Pramoda Bhogarti Gaye Thakur Bhakati Vinod. Who is singing this Bhogarti? Bhakti Vinod Thakur, who is taking pleasure in wonderful pastimes. So just make it out. If someone is cooking, before cooking, if that person is praying to Srimati Radharani, then that they have cooked it. After cooking, with such a love, you are offering it to the Lord. While offering, you are singing this song. Then whoever eats that, what will happen with you? Huh?
Mercy.
It's nectar, beyond nectar. Like each and every grains, when he has prasad, Prabhu, excellent, amazing, bro. What a taste, bro. The person only he can relish who has that thing in a heart. Because my, what do you call it? बहन का husband, अच्छा उसको भी बदल भाई बोलते हैं, मेरा जीजा जी was such a great person. Whoever saw him, they felt like they are blessed. The peculiar quality of his, of what service he used to take in all the festivals, is serving prasadam. And after prasadam, cleaning that place. Literally, he used to collect the grains from floor and keep it in the plate. And everything had happened, then he used to take that prasad.
In Puri, Jagannath temple, they collect whatever is left from the floor and they make the candy.
Oh, Mahaprasad.
Yeah.
And anyone can eat in it, right? So you're eating prasad, anyone can come and take and eat. We are asking you, can I?
That's prasad, lots much. I was surprised when I went like 5-6 years back. So there's one Navakishore Vidyapati Mahapatra. He's a person who actually offers Hoga every day to the Lord. He's the person who really works 365 days a year. If he is sick, collector of Puri goes to his house to take him. It's that important because if he is not there, Lord will not accept the Hoga. So somehow that I got chance to associate with that person. And he said, okay, come for prasad. So next morning we went there and he got a khichdi that they offer it early in the morning as a breakfast for the Lord. He brought it. He made us sit, myself, my wife, we were sat. And in one plate only. He said, okay, sit in a one plate. And we started eating. Then he came, he also sat and he started eating. I said, what you're doing? It's our Uchishta. He said, no. It's not your Uchishta. It is Lord's Mahaprasad. And when in Puri, it's most honorable to have prasad like that. And then we went to the Anand Bazaar and we saw that many people they are just sitting around, have a one plate, and everyone is grabbing from others' plate and they're having, they're enjoying. And that's why it is Anand Bazaar. Have you seen any bazaar like that? The place where you get only bliss. And Jagannath Puri's Anand Bazaar is. See, I never eat outside when I go to Puris, literally. You just go to Anand Bazaar. Even you beg everyone, oh, what is that? Just taste me. There are more than 50 shops are there. Your stomach is full. If you go and test, and they will never say no. He will take a bunch of handful and he will give it to you. Take it. Like this. All the shops they do that. Nobody says no there.
And it is say like if, the whole world will go, eat Mahaprasadam, even they can eat.
Yeah.
So we have lots of.
20 lakh people are there for Rath Yatra. All they are fed. They are taken care. And they are just wandering around that, oh, there is a scarcity of food, people are dying in the hunger. Rascals, go to Jagannath Puri if you are really hungry. Father is there, he is with a stretching hand, he is ready to feed you up. But you don't want to go, that's your silliness. Whoever says that they are committing suicide because they don't get anything to eat, go to Jagannath Puri. Rather than begging to any other damn rascal for food, you should go. Lord is standing there with the stretching hands. Come, I will feed you. 2,000 cooks are there to cook for their Lordship every day in 3 shifts. And whether Mother Lakshmi, she is cooking herself. But we are so foolish and ignorant that we don't want to take advantage of that. What else he can do for you then? This much he has done. That's time for Prashad. Thank you so much.
Very last question.
Yeah.
Also, like one of my friends told me like the Gayatri Mahamantra, so it is so powerful. Like we should have to so much, levels of purified level so that we can sing Gayatri Mahamantra. Is it true?
That's true. That should be taken from authorized person. Generally, when you get to Upanayana, person who gives you mantra, he has to chant it for 1,20,000 times. Then he becomes capable to give one mantra to one person.
So if you like, I see like most of the people if you go to India as well, every day
They don't get result. The real Gayatri Upasak, he never begs in front of anyone. Everything comes to him. He becomes so powerful, people go to him and give it to him. No need for him to beg.
Right. So my friend Suresh Prabhu is inside. If you feel like you are so much purified, then go ahead and chant this mantra. Otherwise, we have to manage by so.
Definitely. See, the child, he does not know how to operate this. If he puts his finger, what will happen? So same way, this is high energy. You're not capable to absorb that. You will go crazy. And people are going crazy because of that. Any singer with her sweet voice, she is singing Gayatri Mantra. People that are playing at home, what vibration you are going to create? Gayatri itself is a chanda, and that should be chanted in that particular chanda, then it gives effect. It's not a song that anyone can sing. And she is singing for money. She is not singing for the deliverance of herself or deliverance of others. Her intention is totally different, or his intentions, who is singing and playing the records. You should know the motivation behind that chanting. The same will get conveyed to you. Why mantras are not working nowadays? Because they are not taken from the proper person. Why this Diksha procedure is there? Okay. Mahaprasade Govinde.